Now, is that mainly the ball flight, the kind of the high left to right, left to rights?
And then sometimes it just comes off the right.
Okay.
I wouldn't say that I shank, but I definitely think that if I'm aiming at this 90,
Yeah.
I feel like I'm going to hit it more towards the flag out there.
Okay.
I kind of drift right.
Right.
If it starts straight, it's going to fade.
Okay.
Or it's either it's going to be that way the whole way.
Okay. Okay.
It's kind of like a general tendency.
Okay. I mean, I know you're hitting it like softly, but that's kind of the pattern. And I'm guessing as it gets longer, it just really moves over.
It's more exactly.
Yeah.
And a lot of times I'm hitting softer because I feel like I lose a lot of control.
Okay.
And I know that messes with my distance.
So when you try to go after it is when it really starts going big. Okay.
I lose control. If I had to guess, what I think, I lose control of the downswing.
Okay.
And I don't know if it's not consistent, the harder I swing.
Okay.
I think that's
okay. A lot of that.
Not a ton, but that it's not. It doesn't surprise me if I try to get after it.
Okay. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah.
That's
okay.
Common.
Now, when you're ready, grab like a 7 or 8 iron, okay, so I can see like a fuller swing. Okay.
I'll usually play that shot.
Just the cut.
I'll line up for the 125 if I would have hit it. You know.
So moving forward, I mean, I get that you're hitting. You know that you're hitting pretty big right to rights. But as you move forward, the thing to try to do is, well, the thing you should be doing is, even though it's cutting, you're good. No, you're fine. Even though you do play a cut, the thing you don't want to do is aim in a spot that you have to cut it. So, like, take River Falls. Well, because that's where you guys normally play. Okay. Let me go through a hole. Let's just take number. Let's go with number 3, the par 3 with a front left pin.
Yep.
Okay. Now, I get it. You play a cut, but the thing you don't want to do is aim over there by the cart path for it to cut. Because here's the thing: you can't hit it straight on that aim, right? So if you already play a fair cut, let's say 10 to 15 yards. Okay, if you already play it, but now you're aiming to where you can't hit it straight and you have to cut it, that thing's going to be almost in that guy's yard on the right, and even worse because you better slice it. Like you can't not cut it. So it's going to make it twice as bad. Now, with a flag like that, it's not going to set up well for you right now. So you just aim at the left side of the green and just try your hardest to hit it straight at it, knowing that it might cut. But if it does go straight, you're okay. You just don't want to be aiming and having to cut it.
Expecting the madness.
Yeah, like playing for it. Or because if you do hit it straight, now you're in a world of hurt. Both are not good, but then if you hit it straight, now you're down left of the cart trail in the trees, having to come up and over. I mean, it's almost a sure thing you're going to make a double, right? So if you just aim to where, okay, if it cuts, I'm probably going to be right of the green. But if I'm trying to hit it straight and releasing the club to hit it straight, it's probably not going to cut as bad.
Okay.
I might miss it right, but I'm not going to be 30 yards right. And if I should hit it straight, I'm going to look like a genius because it's right on the left side of the green. Now I've got a 15, 20 footer for birdie, and I'm eliminating double. So whenever you're playing, I know you're cutting it, and that's your main shot shape. Just try to aim when you aim that you can hit it straight and still be okay, because that'll actually help it to start work its way back than sitting here trying to aiming out, and you better cut it. Number 8 at River Falls. Don't aim it in the hazard, because you're going to be up the hill in the house, because it's got to go. Like, you can't hit that thing straight. Does that make sense?
And that's kind of like my life. It's like I don't want to hit that bad cut, but because I want to play the whole good. Now I'm playing for the bad cut.
Correct.
I'm in this middle ground.
Yeah, you got to aim to where and moving forward, we're learning how to swing to bring in the cut and to make it go straighter.
Yeah.
So you need to aim at targets that force you to hit it straight, not force you to cut it. Now, obviously we're not going to aim right and expect for you to hook it.
Right.
That's the other. I mean, then you're just going to be further right. It's just going to be a disaster. We want to aim to where it's okay if it cuts, but it's okay if it goes straight. Okay? Just moving forward, just go with that. You're going to miss some. Everybody's going to miss some. But you're going to get closer to diminishing that cut the more you're forcing yourself to hit it straight.
Because that does happen. I'll hit one straight, and now
Correct. And then you can go to the next one. Like, say you hit one straight on 7, right? You hit your second shot, or you're teeing off. I mean, 7's kind of a bad hole because you're teeing off with iron still, right? But you aim it down the left side there on the tee box, thinking it's gonna, and you just bomb it straight ahead. And it goes down the cliff. Well, now you go to 8. Well, you're still worried about going out of bounds, right? But you're aiming in the hazard, to go around the bend. Yeah. But now, after number 7, that thing's really going to cut. Yeah. Probably going out of bounds. Because now you're forcing it. Whereas if you just aim down the left side on 7, you hit it straight, you'd be like, I'm just going to aim this now on 8, down the left center, same swing, and go straight. If it cuts, but it's not going to be as bad. Does that make sense? So just remember that moving forward. Yep. All right, I'm going to videotape this next one. Whenever you're ready. All right. So, one thing is that when we're lining up, you see how everything's going left.
Yeah, I'm trying to aim at this 90.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Okay. Then that's fine. Next time, try to aim along this line because I'm going on that reference, but that's neither here nor there. When you're going back, your lines going back are really not all that bad. Okay, I mean, you get to the club. I mean, it's really on plane. The problem is we don't have any load going back. As you can see how quickly that right leg straightens up, we're pretty much just moving our arms in place. And you can see how your head, even though we don't have a face on and we're not from the side, I can still tell that your head is not moving. And when I turn, if I turn my body and load my body going back, my spine should move and get pulled to the right. Okay? So you see here, if I'm setting up in this line and I coil back, you can see how my spine gets pulled over. So my head is going to move with my spine. If it doesn't, we're going to create some really funky angles. Right? And so you can tell that you're just kind of, now your arms are really good. I mean, if you just looked basically at that, as far as the mechanics go and being on plane, really good. But we're just kind of picking it up. Yep. So now we haven't built up any energy in this right hip. Yep. We don't have any coil. And so now we're going to have to recruit. Or we're just going to swing, and when you recruit, you're recruiting your shoulders and your upper body, and that's why you said earlier, when I really try to go after one, it just gets worse. Because you get back here, and the first thing you do is I'm going to recruit the shoulders, mainly the right one, and I'm going to hit at it. Well, now look what happens when I hit at it. I go down, and now I'm going to come across, and it throws that club like such, and you can see how it starts, that club starts to stand up on the downswing, getting very steep, and we're coming across it. It's only going to get worse as you go through it. And because you're swinging like this and we don't have any energy and we're swinging with our upper body, the only thing that we can basically do with our legs is just hang on for dear life and just kind of stay there. And you can see we barely get off that right foot. Okay? The other way that you can really tell that this is pretty much predominantly shoulders, upper body, and no hip action is that your hips are pointed right, but your shoulders are pointed down the line. Okay, so we don't want excessive shoulder rotation compared to our hips. We'd like for our hips to get out in front and bring their shoulders along with it. Okay, and when we swing with basically just our upper body, that's what we're going to get. Okay, but it starts right here in the takeaway, in the backswing, in getting coiled and pivoted better going back. And let me see.
I always thought, and everyone, my buddies, Jordan, would always say, like, your hands and your backswing is fine.
Yeah.
It's after that, and because I've taken my lower body out because
Correct.
of lack of not understanding and so like compensating.
You're right. But you can see here also, when you're going back, your left is pretty much just coming straight down.
Right.
So how am I going to go forward from here? I can't. I can just stay in place. I can't get any sort of lateral shifting that we need to take place. Does that make sense? So what we have to do is build it up so that then we can shift. We load it in our back hip right in here, and then we shift it into the left, mainly into our left foot, and then it goes up and then it turns. Yep, it'll shift into the foot, press up through the ground, open up our hip, and fire us through. But we've got to create some energy. First of all, we have to get the energy going back. Okay, so that's what we're going to build up. Correct. Well, that's because you're not building, you're not creating and storing any energy to begin with. We have to do that first. There we go. All right. I guess we lost internet. Hopefully, well, the good thing is that today he's on TV a lot, so that'll help. Is that Rory does it really good as far as getting loaded into his back hip, and that's why he can hit it there. So when we're doing this, so go ahead and set up to it. And your setup, really. Now the only thing we got to watch is that when you're setting up, a little kind of one of the things is kind of one of the main setup things that's kind of lost is our forearms. So go ahead and set up. Now we're square. Sometimes people will get like, nope, not with your hips. Okay, they get their shoulders going over and their forearms are way over here. Okay. So we want our forearms to be nice and square. Okay. There we go. Good. Now we're set. Now when we go back, here's what I like to tell people to do. Okay? So hold on as I go back. Okay. I want you to feel like, obviously figuratively, not literally, that you're going to toss that club through the camera and through the wall. So we're going to get here and we're going to toss it back. Boom. Now relax that knee. There we go. Go ahead and turn a little bit. Now, really good. Now look how we're loaded in. Now we've got energy in this back hip. There. We're not trying, so you can take a break. We're not trying Like if you're going to toss that club to your car in the parking lot back there, you wouldn't get here and go like this. It wouldn't make it to that wall. You're going to first plant. Your body is initially, if I said, I mean, you know, it's a good, 25, it's about a good 30 yards back there. Well, if I was going to toss this club from my setup position, I wouldn't just go like this. I mean, that's not going to go mainly back to the camera. Your body organically is going to sit there and they're going to push down in that. There you go. And now it's going to flip the hip.
Push back into your back foot.
Push down.
Down into
Yeah. And then flip it.
Okay.
So toss it back. Don't let it go, but toss it. There. Now, there you go. With the core. Now, I deem core knees to ribs. So an easier thing to think about is this right pocket. This right pocket is going to toss it back. There we go. Now look how we're loaded. Now we're loaded into that hip. There we go. So turn it just a little. There. There. Because if I'm going to spring this thing back, there we go. Now look how you're right on top of that right side. Now the only way that you can get to the ball is what? To shift forward. Now look how we put it in that left side. There. And when we do that, that club drops right into place. Okay? That's how we, it's going to feel a little, you're going to feel a little bit. But that's how we can shallow it from going from here to shallow without sitting here doing this. Going back like we normally are, dropping it, because when do you stop drop? Now, turn, make sure that, there we go. There. It's almost like having a boat. We have a boat, we have the crank. We coil up, there we go, and it brings the boat in. So relax it. There, pivot on. There we say, now I brought that left foot forward. There we go. Keep the knee, just keep it soft. We don't, there you go. It needs to be mobile. There. There you go. Yeah. Go ahead and do it again. You should feel in your foot. Right there. See, I'm still lifting up the toe. There's no way I'm lifting off. There's no way I can pick up your foot. I can do this, but I can't do that. You're stuck in the ground. There we go. Look at that. That's really good. Okay? And when you're doing it, like I said, don't sit there and try to go, okay, here, and then move the arms. There we go. Toss the arms back. There we go. Nice and relaxed. The way your body is put together, your hips can only move so far independently of your shoulders. So if I give my hips any momentum, the shoulders are going to have to turn at a certain point. They can't turn, the shoulders can turn a long way, hips not so much. So if I initiate it in the core, at some point my hips are going to stop. They get loaded, all that energy gets in there. The momentum's going to shove my shoulders back there. The nice thing is that when you focus on your hips, your shoulders go on the same angle as your hips.
Focus on your hips and your shoulders will naturally want to
flow back there.
Okay.
One less thing I got to think about. If I just do this, the physics of the swing in here, because that's locked in, I've created a pivot, is there. All you do on the downswing when we do this, for right now, because we're building the backswing first, is just basically you're trying to project the ball towards the target. Don't worry about rotating out of it. Just go straight to the target. Okay? So just try a couple rehearsals, and then we'll try this, and then we'll try the swing over the ball. There we go. Good. There. Now toss it back. Let me see a little bit more light. Now we're talking. There. Now just go straight, parallel along that stick to the target. Now look how we're starting to get. You feel the pivot in the front foot? Yep. Really good. Now, let's try it over a ball. Do not worry about where it goes. This is not a results-based swing. Now, you got to feel the club toss straight back. Even though the hips are, there we go, perfect. Yep. Now, let's look up there and see. Much better going back. You can already see, look at the difference in your, if I just compare the first two. First one, second one is on the right, first one's on the left. So I go to this first one, you can see how the arms are the only things picking it up. Now look how we got turned back. You could still feel a little bit more relaxed and feel a little bit more of a toss with the hands. But I mean, you can still see that hinge, how early this is and how we haven't hinged yet. Kind of getting a little bit more width. Yeah. Look at that right leg, dead straight. That knee right there, still bent. We're pivoting around it, okay? As we keep moving back, get up here. See how close we are? Now, again, great position at the, arm wides and everything else looks aesthetically really good. But there's nothing built up there. Come over here. Now look how we're loaded. So let's see where the club got to on the way down. Already dropped significantly. Okay, so just by, and we haven't even discussed anything past takeoff, right? We've only discussed the takeoff. But look at how it already, you can see how your shoulders are still staying loaded. You see how we're in? Look at how you can see kind of how your shoulder here, right shoulder, is rotated in, really pushing it over. Now, you don't have to be on your right arm. You either want to be middle of your forearms to your right forearm, where the club is at this point. Okay. That's neutral, that's shallow. So anywhere in that area is just fine. You don't have to be right on the right forearm. That's not a necessity.
I feel like that's from so much time of compensating, of thinking about
yeah. You just don't want it on the left forearm of center.
Okay. I got you. Yeah.
So there's center's neutral in between the forearms. You don't want it left. Okay. That's the only thing. Now, obviously, that can be debunked too. I mean, Scotty Scheffler's a little bit left, and he's doing just fine. But to make it easier on yourself, center, if it's in the middle and it looks like that on the right, don't worry about it. Tiger was in the middle right there. So it worked for him too. Rory is much more right forearm, works for him. So all three of them work. You're just going to be more consistent and better off center to right. Okay? All right, let's try some more. As you can see here, look at how you went through it and kind of across. Here, look how that club is going out. But look how you chase it, and remember what I said earlier. Look at how your hips and your shoulders have are pointing a little bit closer to the same direction. They're not kind of, one's going left and all the way through, and one's hanging back right. Okay, we still haven't gotten all the way through to a finish, but again, if anybody tells you you've got to get there, just look at Tommy Fleetwood. Everybody wants to hit it like Tommy Fleetwood. Do finishes in a cutoff move all the time. Again, not a necessity. Okay, as long as we hit certain points, all that's fine. Okay, all right, let's try it again. There, almost. But look how we have. Oh, that thing veered right to left at the end. Yeah, and that's the thing that we're trying to do is we're probably not going to get rid of the slice today. We just want to cut it down each time, because if you start trying to get rid of it and you hang back and start flipping it, we're going to open up a whole new bag of problems. Now, the only thing is be a little bit more relaxed coming through. So, yeah, don't feel like you've got to be cemented in the ground. Just go through it. There, now go. Okay, so we're just hanging when you're going through it, and this is because you didn't go back before, so everything was so centered, so we never had to really go forward. Now that you're back, you've got to go. Well, don't do it that way. We'll talk about that at a different time. But right now, I need your momentum to be much more trying to get that club to extend down the fairway than just staying back there and hitting it. But again, that's what you had to do when you took it back before because you had no load going back. So that's how you compensated. There we go. Almost. Just get turned back. And the key, yeah, there you go. The key is, well, actually, it wasn't too bad. It's just that it's very tempting that you're now more loaded to really want to unload it very fast. We don't need to do that. Just once you get there, just straight down the line. Okay, you will rotate through just fine. Because once you set that pivot, just like you in the left foot, just like you have in the right foot, you're going to come through.
Am I shooting for the heel the same way?
It'll shift over to the hill. Okay. That'll be when you finish, when you start finishing like I am here with that foot up in the air.
Okay. I might feel it.
Yeah, but don't. There you go. There you go. Okay. I just don't want you to think about too much in the swing. Sure. That's why I keep it to kind of downswing and just go forward, because I could go through your swing, or now I will say your swing has a lot less problems. Let's just say it's a normal person or normal average, we'll say 90 to 115 player. That's who I see. There might be 20 things I see in the golf swing that I don't like. You tick them off, I tick them off as we're going through. The chances that I get to all 20 of them are slim to zero.
For sure.
Right? And that's just too much to think about.
Yeah.
But if I can get this takeaway started well and get the energy built up so that your body's biomechanics and the sequence that it works really good at, and everybody's got it, it's just being able to put it together. In about 2 or 3 swing thoughts, I can take care of 15 things. And then the other 5, they start getting better just on their own, because I'm basically trying to corner your body to only work in a certain way. There's less thought. Now you're not sitting there going, okay, I got to do this, I got to do this. It's like, all I got to do, set up, toss it back, and then we'll come up with the downswing thought when we come, and it's like everything will work out. So that when you're out there playing, again, kind of like what I was saying earlier, I'm at the spot, I do A, B, and C, and go right there. And there we go. Yep. Now go through. Oh, that's fine if you do that. That's okay. Like a little timing mechanism. Boom. Now don't hang out here. Let yourself get pulled around. There we go. Yeah, see, that already got to the outside of that foot. Perfect. Perfect. Now don't worry about the ball. Just make the swing. Now, that's when you stop on it. Go ahead and, don't. It's very easy. The only difference between a practice swing and a golf and a swing over the ball is your emotional attachment to where that ball goes. Okay. When you were making practice swings, you were here, going through. Then you got up to that ball. We got there, but we weren't quite going to give up. Weren't quite sure, so we stopped, and then we hit the shot we just did. Go through and collect it and just see what happens. So look, you're much better going back. Got a little bit, but again, we haven't really awakened it going through yet. It's just going to take a minute. But at least we're getting back properly. Okay? So, the good thing is this will be a really easy drill for you to do that can help you awaken that portion. I don't know what is going on. Okay, so go ahead and set up as though the ball were the stick. So go ahead with the club there. There you go. Now, same grip in your left hand, but grab kind of by the hosel of your right hand. Yep, there we go. So it'll be like that. So right up here.
Okay, yeah.
Yep, all the way up. All right,
Okay.
now lightly in your hand. Okay, now go ahead and swing to the top. There. Now you can feel how loaded you are.
Yeah.
Now here's the trick. When you come down and go down slowly, your right hand's going to slide towards your left, but that club head has got to track this and extend out. Yep, slowly. There, now extend it all the way out. There we go. So it'll look a lot like here. I want to keep my arms separated, and as I get there,
that's what you're saying. Okay.
now you can see how I'm going through, and then I extend out. And that's all you got to do is just stop out here. Yep, there you go. A lot better. And keep there. Now see how we kind of went underneath, and see how that club face is up here? Yeah, so keep turning. Come out and get it. There, yeah, there we go. Now we're extended. Yep. Much better. Now you're starting to get the idea, and this helps. When I take away your hands from being together and I get them out here really hard, I can't just move my arms, so I'm not going to go anywhere. I've got to move my core. Then I have to initiate it, because again, I can't go like this or I'm going to jam myself. I have to get into that foot. Now I create the pivot, and then I can slide through it. Yep. Much better. Now look how right shoulder's coming through. Pivoted already in that left foot. Everything's going forward. Really easy drill that you can do at home. Just, grab 7 or 8 iron, grab a 4 or 5 iron, lay it down. You can do that all day long. And it really does give you a really good stretch. You can do it here as well. If you're not really worried about like the whole going down the line and stuff like that, but just getting a good stretch is really good. Yeah. But this way, you don't have to swing hard to get more out of your swing. We don't want to. I don't want to force you to have to maul it. I want you to be able to swing comfortably every single time and let the energy come up. So, yeah, if we had numbers and stuff, we would like the swing speed to come up. Maybe 2 or 3 would be nice, just because then you're being more energy efficient. But we're really looking for that ball speed to jump. Yeah. Because you can raise your ball speed without raising your club head speed by very far if you are hitting it solidly and expelling the energy in the proper way. Does that make sense? Yeah. And that's how we get more out of it without just breaking our body trying to get there.
That's what's leading to all these contact problems.
Yeah, because you're staying in here, and so you're falling back, and then low points moving all over the place. Yeah. Yep. That's okay. You just got to keep going. You're just stopping at the ball. Now let me see you swing freely all the way to the finish. There we go. That's exactly how I want to do it. This swing is going to work by just swinging and let it happen. If you try to match it up, it's all going to break apart. Just swing it. There. Now, it's just going to be, can I get my left side through there? Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Yeah. But again, that's just what you built in. Sooner or later, you keep making this backswing and you hit it over there, you're going to get real tired of that real quick. Yeah. And your left side's going to be like, okay, it's time to go. You're doing fine. Right side with the right core. And I mean core is ribs to knees, sternum and spine. Going through is left core. Yep, down and yeah, just getting through it. There you go. Boom. There you go. But we just get yourself there. Don't Don't try to be delicate with it. There, now go. There we go. Don't worry about where the ball goes. Just worry about getting to that finish point. Almost. It's okay. Now the only thing I would change in your setup is let's try to get maybe an inch or two away from it. Sometimes you get real close. Just get a little bit. If the further away you get, will allow your hands to release a little bit.
Backstory. Before I got fitted for these clubs, for about 3 years I played with clubs that are about this much shorter.
Oh.
So I tend to stand too close to the ball.
That's okay. Yeah, that's better. As long as the hands just stay kind of where your chin. I like to say between your shoulder and your chin. There you go. Yep. There you go. Now, it's really not. It's right underneath your chin. Ooh, close. You see how we're still kind of forced out over here?
Yeah.
There. Just don't. Yeah, just get through there. That's the thing is that go ahead and get through there. Don't worry about where the ball goes. We can't, there's got to be a little bit of a, just hit it and let it ride. Yeah. There you go. There you go. Just, you see how when you're finishing right here, that's that right side really trying to go get it. Got to open up that, there you go. See, golfers, we use the worst vernacular. You tell your wife you're going to go to the range. What are you going to go do? Huh? Well, if you're going to, hey, I'm just going to go up to the range and I'm going to go do what? What are you going to do with the golf ball? Usually it's, I'm going to go hit golf balls, right? Hey, I'm going to go to the range and hit some golf balls. Now, how many golf balls have you physically hit? I hope 0, because you'd be taken to the loony bin for sitting on your knees hitting a golf ball.
Oh, yeah.
You've never hit a golf ball. Yeah. You swing a golf club that strikes a ball. If you listen to the guys on TV, let's just say they're doing the TV analysis afterwards and they're interviewing, and they go, "Oh, you hit what a shot you hit on 13." Can you describe it? He's like, "Oh man, I just had a perfect number. I just had to get up there and just make the swing. It's perfect number, 9-iron out of the right. My caddy just said make a good swing, so I just make the swing." Now, you go play with your buddies. Say you're in 2 groups, you get done, and oh man, that shot you hit on 16 was amazing. Man, I hit that thing so good. 90, like a person who's scoring in the 90s, I hit it good. Tour guy, I made the swing. See the difference in the vernacular? They're thinking swing. All I got to do is just make this swing and it's going to work. You're trying to hit it. And so when I try to hit it, I'm going to make a hitting motion. Now, just make a swing. Let me see you just make a swing. Toss it back, swing through. Now look how we get all the way through. Left side gets out of the way, right side comes through. You're not reaching out for it. On that last swing, we're reaching out for it. Once that ball gets there, you think hit ball. Swing club. And that's, again, goes back to what I was saying earlier. We're not going to try to hit it to make it go left to right. We're going to swing it to go straight. Okay? It's a golf swing. Remember, we're here to improve. I'm going to go work on my golf swing, not hit golf balls. Now, that's closer. Just get all the way around. Your goal, there you go. Yeah. So do this. I'm going to videotape a practice swing, and then I want you to make the swing over the ball and see the difference. All right? Whenever you're ready. Yep. All right, now swing a ball over there. All right. Now, the practice swing will be on the left. Oh, sorry. Now going back, here's the swing over the ball. See, that still, look, you can see you're not that far away from it. Really good turn. So there, A lot of similarities. And this is where the similarities end. Watch this through swing. Boom. Look at how that left side gets out of the way. Really good pivot. Drops it right in the slot. Great delivery. Look at that club. Nice and square. Maybe a little bit open. Maybe a little bit of a cut. Look how we chase it. Chase it. Look at that right foot. Look at that right side. Flooring it down the line. Left side has a really good angle there, which means you kept your spine angle really good. You did a lot of good things. Now watch this. Doesn't really go. Stops at the ball. Everything's going right. I will say this. That's still further than what you did before. But you don't see the same. If I go back and I do it live without being slow, it'll look a lot different. I'll go at half speed. You can see it doesn't look like you get through it as smoothly because you're more worried about hitting the ball. Okay? The goal is I'm going to swing the club to that finishing spot. Again, I'm not so much worried about the downswing. I mean, I know we're talking about it right now. We've got to make sure that even though we're kind of talking about the downswing, don't think that we've got still got to really focus on this to make sure it doesn't fall apart. But once you get over it, just go to the finish. Okay? And it doesn't matter how good or how bad your swing is. Always just get to the finish. Closer. You still
not.
Hey, but you know what? At least you know all I got to do is just get there. There. I just got to force myself there.
I feel like I am, but I guess.
I'm just going to look at ball position is actually really good. Maybe a little bit up. That'll just make you keep going this way. But other than that, everything else looks good. Forearms are good. Setup is good. Just get there. Almost. Hey, just with the left side. Yeah, we got to get that left side out. There we go.
Oh, I didn't turn. Okay.
Yeah. And that's where that drill is going to come into play. The split hand drill.
Yeah.
Because it's going to force you to get those hips open. So that's really good. There we go. Much better. Because once this foot gets set, it'll flip the club. That's what helps. There. Get that left there. But again, you haven't put yourself in a good position going back to have to do that. So it's just because for so long everything was just so. Now you say you feel more compact, but you're actually moving and shifting more laterally and more laterally going back and more laterally coming down in a much better way than you were before anyway. Okay? So it's actually improving, even though you feel a little bit more compact.
Yeah, I feel like I'm tight.
You might feel tighter, but yeah, that's that too. But it looks really good. It's just getting to that finish. There's that right side. It just takes a minute to kind of work its way out. There.
What am I doing?
So when you get over it,
Yeah.
and you get well, I should say when you get over a ball, we'll get back here, and then everything is going to the ball. So once I do that, I go everything to the ball. Look how.
Okay.
Instead of, I'm just going to get that left side to get me around. Which now go ahead and take a swing, which is what you do in your practice swing. There we go. Your left side is getting out of the way, and then here comes your right side. But again, a lot of that's trust.
Yeah.
A lot of that's just, I tell people this: is there such thing as muscle memory? What do you memorize with? Where's your brain in your bicep? Right? If we had muscle memory, we probably wouldn't have ALS. Right? Because it would remember what to do, even though the neurotransmitter deceased. You would still be able to know what to do, correct? So it's not muscle memory. You've got to train your brain to send the message down to your muscles of what you want it to do. And so far, it only knows one way to do it. So now you're putting yourself in a much different position, and it's going to take time for it to say, okay, well, I don't do that anymore. I've got to do this. It's like taking somebody in a job and moving them up, but putting them in a different job. At first, they're going to look like, why the heck did you just give that guy a raise? He stinks. Well, he's never done that before, right? Once he learns, he'll figure it out. Same thing here. You just got to get yourself in that position and only think of getting out of the way. We're not going to add in, don't do this, don't do that, don't do this. Only think about what you want to do so that then your body can start training itself to come over. So we're just going to toss it back and then just get your left side to get you to that finish. There we go. Hey, that started a whole lot straighter. I know it wasn't solid, but we got 96% of it. And that's it. I'm going to get set up. I'm going to toss it back. I'm going to get that left side to get me to the finish. 3 things. That's it. And let the ball and let your body start recalibrating itself. Pretty close. All right, let's do 3 more to finish.
Okay.
Don't worry about where it goes. All we're thinking about is, there you go. I'm going to toss it back. I'm going to make sure and I get tossed back to where, there we go. And I'm going to get that left all the way through. There we go. Much better. Hey. A lot better start on that one. I know it cut. Start line was way better. That one you got that. That's the one you tried to hit. All right, last one. Again, don't worry about the ball. Worry about making as close to a swing as you do in your practice swings. Almost. Hey, I'll tell you what, that finish, look up there. That setup looks really good there. Now you're starting to get a little bit of a squat. See that? Starting to generate a little bit of a squat. Really good delivery. We just got to keep it going through. You got any questions about it though?
I get the concept.
It's just doing it.
I think it's a mental thing.
Do more drills. And when you come out to practice, if you go to the range, you come out to the range or whatever, you don't have to get a lot of balls, 50, 70 balls, that's all. Take 5 to 10 balls in groups. Do it in groups. Okay. And I would do one of those, 1 or 2 of those, then 1 or 2 practice swings, and then when you get over the ball, just try to see how close you get to the same finish over the ball as you do without a ball. Okay. Count how many of those take place, regardless of the result of the golf ball. How close did my practice swing, how close did the swing over the ball feel to the practice swing? Because if you think about it, let's just say you did 2 drills, 2 practice swings, and then 1 over the ball. 50 balls, make the math easy. That's 250 swings, right? Because you did 5 per ball. Let's just say the drill and the practice swings were perfect. And then you fell apart on the over the ball, which is fine. You had 250 swings, 80% of them were perfect. You do that for 5 days. There's 1,250 swings, 1,000 perfect swings. Sooner or later, that math is going to start changing. It's going to start moving you over. Okay? And it's not like I thought about hitting a draw or I thought about not hitting a cut. The only thing I thought about was just making the swing, and guess what? It started to fix itself. And that's what you have to do. You're not going to force it to get over there. You just got to do it. Do the drills. This is what I want you to do. And then you just go over there and swing and see if I can match it up. I guarantee you do that, it starts moving in the right direction really quick. And if somebody's out there, I tell people this all the time when you're playing with your friends, you get no points for being right about what's wrong. Play with 3 other guys, you're going to have 3 different opinions. You don't get any points. The person B gets no points for being right. The only person who gets points is the person who can tell you what you need to do that will actually fix it. So all I know is this. I know is this. Who cares?
Yeah.
If I just toss it back and get to the finish, I'm going to correct all 3 of those, whatever you said was wrong anyway. And that's how you just keep it to 3 thoughts and not 15.
This is what I do.
Oh yeah, no, we're only going over 3 things. Get the setup a little bit hands away.
Yeah.
I guess maybe a 4th one would be your forearms. Just make sure they're square, so everything's square. There's 1. 2 is toss it back. Get the right pocket core, toss you back. 3, get the left core to get to the finish. So you're leaving with 3. If you come back with 20, you added some stragglers somewhere.
Yeah.
But if you keep it to 3, it'll get better a lot quicker. Make sense?
Yeah.
Just judge the shot based on, did I make the swing, or did I feel like I got the swing as close as I could to the practice swing or what we're looking for. Don't judge the result, judge the swing. Sound good?
Yeah,
That was really good.